Good morning.
Just firstly, Ethan Laird, Lyndon Dykes both went off on Saturday against Swansea. What's the update on their availability for tomorrow?
Yeah, Ethan, obviously when he comes off in the first half, you fear the worst. We got relatively positive news about him, so he's not going to be out for a significant period of time. He'll be doubtful for this weekend. But I say, when you're coming off of a muscle injury, you start to think long term. It's not going to be long term, so that's quite positive. But he'll be doubtful for this weekend. Dykes, he trained yesterday. It was his first training session yesterday after his illness at the weekend, and we just see how he reacts from yesterday off the back of that.
And in midweek there was a B team fixture, I guess, against Brentford. I'm guessing for you that must have been probably the first time you had a chance to watch some of these players actually have some significant minutes since you've been QPR manager.
No, not really. No, because we train together every day. We do a lot of team play and stuff like that. So I get to see them every day in training. And most of the players who played on Tuesday have had an opportunity to play in the first team anyway at some point in my, I think it's 6 weeks now, 6 and a bit weeks. So I think if you looked at the team, other than maybe Joe Gubbins and Aaron Drew, Stefan played, but I've seen Stefan for many years, so I know what he's capable of. I think everyone else has had an opportunity at some point. It was nice for some players to get obvious minutes. We played 3:30s, so some played 60 minutes and some played 90 minutes. So great workout for them. Get a bit of match fitness, match sharpness, and that's what we say to all the players. They have to be ready because they could be called upon to play at any point. I won't be afraid to change the team if I think it's the right thing to do, win, lose or draw, and the players need to be ready to play.
And but good for Stefan. That's his first proper minutes, I guess, since October, I think, when he sustained the injury. How did he pull it off?
Yeah, no, great for Stefan to get back on the pitch. We planned to get him on into a game before that, but the B team games have been called off because of the weather. So any footballer to get back on the pitch and get their pitch bearings, if you like, you can do training, but until you're playing in the frenetic style of a game and there's action going on and that competitive nature of football, that's the next step for him. And it was great for him to get some minutes on Tuesday, and great for us. Hopefully we'll benefit off that in the next few weeks.
And with Conor Marston went out on loan to Gillingham last night. Is there any other movement likely with players sort of heading out between now and Tuesday?
Possibly, yeah. There's nothing imminent right now, but I say imminent, but there's only, is it 4 days to go? I think it's Tuesday is the last day, is it? So nothing will happen today, but something might happen again after the weekend. We have to see where we're at after the weekend as a squad, injury-wise, and because as of Tuesday, that's it. So something could happen between now and then, but not today, that's for certain.
And with players potentially coming in, have you been any likelihood of that happening between here and Tuesday?
Again, I wouldn't want to. I'm not going to say yes or no. I'm going to sit on the fence a little bit. If players move out, then there's always a possibility of somebody coming in. Again, is there anything imminent? No, I have to be honest and say no. But I don't want to sit here and lie and say no one's going to come in, because somebody might. We shall see what happens in the next few days.
Would you like to bring someone in, or do you feel you're pretty happy with the squad you have already?
No, any manager will always tell you he wants more and better players, and they're never happy. And so I always want to try and improve the squad, but you have to do it within the means of the football club, and you can only do it if you think it's players that I think are going to impact upon the starting 11 and improve the team. I don't think we need to look to just improve the squad. But what I've seen of the group so far, I'm happy with this group of players. It's a good squad to work with, and I think there's more. I think there's improvement to come from the players within the building.
Okay, and I mean, obviously there's a bit of a winless run, but you're not really losing games either. It's just these sort of draws you're picking up. You feel you're not too far away though?
Yeah, I think the results suggest that. I think in the 6 league games, we've only lost one, but we've only won one. If you look at the 4 drawn games, I think everyone would be in agreement that we could have turned some of them draws into wins. And if you do that, then those extra few points put us where we want to be come the end of the season. And that's this division. That's how tight it is. It's such a fine margin between the teams. You need a little bit of luck, things to go for you. And I think we've been a bit unfortunate in some of those games that they've not been 3 points. So we're nearly there, but nearly is not good enough, and we have to strive to be better.
And just finally, having had a few days to kind of look back at the Swansea game, what was your kind of overall outlook on it? Is it similar to what you were sort of saying after the game on Saturday?
Yeah, we should have won the game. We should have won the game at 1-0. You're not going to get many chances against Swansea, but when you get some chances, they can be big chances. And we had 2 or 3 big chances to go 2-0 up, and I think that settles us. It deflates them a little bit more, and I think we win the game. Whilst it's always 1-0, and we've missed some chances, that almost gives them more confidence that they think, oh, we're still in this. It gives them renewed optimism. And because of our situation and our home record, our players probably feel that a little bit. Psychologically, it can have an impact on both teams. And it only takes one moment in the game, which Swansea produced that one moment to get back in the game. Other than maybe one more shot at Senny that went straight at him, I don't think Senny's had anything to do in the whole game. So, yeah, it was a lot of frustration after the game, rightly so. If you come from 1-0 down and draw 1-1, like we sort of did at Reading when it was 2-0 and got back to 2-2, you feel different. At the weekend, it was a different type of feeling after that draw because, in my opinion, Reading and Swansea, we could have picked up maximum points and we haven't.